The Bermuda Triangle, the place between Puerto Rico, yes, and another things is in Norway and not in Switzerland, which these new Bermuda Triangle. This is the triangle between three things. This is in the ocean, and you know. Of course, a lot of people know about that, but if you don't know, I will show you. Of course, these are things that can change. The thrash become new night type of world. Maybe the things every can be fast. Yes, as people just looking for. Of course, if you don't know, I will tell you. The Bermuda Triangle, which is a really famous place all over the world. A lot of people know about this because of these mysterious and curious accidents of airplanes or ships or boats happening there. Really no answer and very mysterious. Yes, of course, there are no answer of this that so be no one know about. So of course, from every accident happen, this cause a very big chance of where people just want to look in it in. Not every people just know about it, but just a lot of people just looking for it for a lot of things. A lot of scientists go for a test for where just to look at it and for a new test of the Bermuda Triangle. If you look at the map, you can't see its lines. But if you look at where the accidents happen, there are no mysterious things. Why? And the assassin and after killing, is all of this will be fire or something like? Not really like the truth. If you have been attacked, you can't be so down because of this. As you're just looking for new strategies, you can take everything out and yes, looking just for food. Of course, when you are hungry, you can go for do a lot of things. But it's just when you are hungry. When you weren't hungry, you will not want to eat anything. So please, do not kill normal accidents like in Bermuda Triangle. Be so unexpectable. And no one just really wants to come back there. See the new child. Of course, it's so mysterious and it's become, really making things become that. It's not good. Yes, not come back to these and have a new strategies. Why we don't have just for going at night and before seeing that you can feel the night guides of making dumb net things. If you steal it from me, you will have another worldwide. The money is not every situation, but the Bermuda Triangle, it's so different. As people, just looking at the outside of this, the minutes is not important. Just some minutes for one loss of an airplane or one lost of an airship or just a boat, a small boat. Yes, from the past to now, there's a lot of losses, and there's no answer, just only for it. You can see for new strategies, a new paradise, but you won't have enough time just for showing this off, and you won't see the real kind of things. Of course, invite another is really necessary and different. But only you just wait for new, just wait for another people. Of course, this is not only when you are interested in and you find out more. This is when you just only want to look in it and when wait the clock go every place you want and you touch a place, yes, it slows down like no answer. Yes, of course, it's hard when you use and really don't want to solo feed. In going the road, it's really hard just to use Katanga. It's really making us stop to buy. And you don't really need the ways to answer. And just being afraid of where you use. That's not be so fast. You just you really fast way and turn off the skylight. Yes, and for example, there's a cruise and E right after. It's use all, and it's really good for you. Have you changed that before? I'm sure you are good. And that's really make yourself become confident in Katarina. And that's will be my chance. Of course, if you change the new type of world become the new like using the paradise. It's not every time making sure that you can use that for yourself. Yes, if you if you use that too much, the minutes will become more in space. Just be so unless that you can't change your world from the highlights to this Bermuda Triangle. You know, the stories is not every time happening there. But there's a lot of mysterious things showing is off and no answer. But the nearest one is MH370. Do you know that's of Malaysia Airlines? They care about the Bermuda Triangle. Want to go to Puerto Rico? Yes, just past the Bermuda Triangle. It's lost. You know this? I'm sure you know, which is die and no, find out more about this. Very mysterious and dead, with no answer. Why? Yes, it's just be disappear, and just type of modern age, changing a lot from where to dipping in, and boom, there are no more things to show in this deep dive. A lot of years, but no one can find it anywhere. So, if you want to look in another situation, you jump and truly down, still don't have angry and taken out face, just short, and you have to see bigger things. Yes, of course, go up and wait. If you only can waiting from me, did just how you feel out of the child's children, and you really need to take it all everyone, make it stress out, and that can be shown if just people is looking for this Bermuda Triangle. Of course, this is the nearest one, but you know, the first one is not the famous one, but it's the most damaged one. Of course, as I think the most, you know, it's because the most famous one is the MH370 of Malaysia Airlines. Why? All over the world know about it, and every country helped Malaysia just to find this. Every country helped. So of course, there's a lot of people know about it, just about the photo. So you really have to know the truth is famous. But the really first stories happened, and which from because a lot of damage of the USA this time, it's so unflexible. You know, on this day, there's a new type of F9 just designed and just bought for 3 months ago of American Airlines. Just go through past and nearly go to the which is called near East Freshman, near the Area 51 in Nevada. Yes, flight from the New York to Area 51. This, you know this, of course, really in Nevada. Yes, and going where it's just want to check. So it's past the Bermuda. It's not check the Bermuda, check the flights because it's quantity in more. When its flight is over, so the plan is like making a circle. It's not buying the straight way and making a circle like the around way of the moon. So it passed the Bermuda Triangle. So you know, when it's right in this case, where the Bermuda Triangle is just is be shown. Of course, this lost the talking it, lost any and everything. No, we don't have any touch. No one can keep in touch with this flight, and everyone just know there's more than 16 people were using it. No, not really. It's not 16, but just 16 people sit in it, but just two flights, just two pilots, and no one just can keep in touch with these. Really, this new way. Keep in touch with this is so be amazing. And that's very hard just to fly very fast like this. And suddenly, it goes and lost all everything. Like the Germany or carrying centuries of disaster. We no one know why. But after this happened just for some minutes, here's the New York, USA, taking a lot of more, yes, three more rescue flights going each other, three more rescue airplanes, and we chase with the really fast time. Yes, and with the very skills of the North. And the skillness of the pilots. They try to go to the North, but it's so not inspiring. They think they are in Bahamas, but actually they are really in Bermuda because they are lost in keep in touch. So they just think they should go straight for going to the land. But just going straight, they just far from the land and starting to lose. Three of the flight when go to this Bermuda, go to this, let's go here, Bermuda situation is where it's a place, the Bermuda Triangle. Three of these is all really rescue airplane. Yes, but really another disaster happened. With no one answer, just going to this place, the Bermuda Triangle. That is cause everyone can't keep in touch. Maybe there's some types of new things or magnetics in this, changing our talking in the imagination of photo of babies wireless mouse and making just in. You can't turn around. Yes, just need two suitcases and you can feel down more. You can't just only see that and wait for the CDC system and making new strategies. Of course, you can't change the new world types wireless, but the photo is really making difference with this. With the fastest instinct wide of the three rescue airplanes, the first one lost keep in touch, the second one lost keep in touch, and the third one that was blasted off. Just there. Why no one know why it's blasted off? But when it's blasted off and no one can see the airplane anymore, is disappears somewhere. It disappears very fast in the place of where and no one can find this F9 anymore. The second one lost the touch and lose down and can't rescue. Yes, and the one is also like that. So all of these in this 4 day, USA's yes, USA Airlines, New York cities, which is not for more than an expensive airplane, just being you design. We don't know why, but really expensive, and just become just some months ago, 4 airplane, the most damages money of G stole and it's gone. The disaster, the first blood disaster of where it's called the Bermuda Triangle. This is just only the first one. And as if you see in another first one, it's just up 6 years, less than 6 minutes next. And where I'm using where it's very much, but it's not taking in megabytes. Is 94,487 yes kilobytes. But not really like the Bermuda Triangle. The little thought about Katarina is very making this phenomenon become so unexpectable. Of course, using Katarina is really hard, and you will have to see. Yes, you guess at the queue when it's flows off and you can eat up just to taking blood. Yes, maybe making way to run is not every time can be spectacular. If just only when the enemy is going away, you have to choose fast. 5 minutes next. You have to choose just something. You have to be really fast, faster than your head. The hands faster than the head, which is you have to choose really fast. Going up by E or just stay there. Don't care about the enemy. This really make choice. Is if going into the combat, you have to really think. You are normal and don't lose yours very much. Please don't care in another way that will make you become unspectable. Just only looking for you how to win the road. If you are win the road, you want to be powerful. Yes, you can be real, and going to another rank from this. In fascinated and looking for addicted way. Of course, not everyone can see this truth. This truth is so different. The different kind of these can change so deeply from the deep one to the duo's one. Just 4 minutes next, just no one can make a chance. Of course, the strength make hell if you're just looking at where people want to find out more about this. But as people thought, it still can make changes. Of course, as people know, it's making more highlights and powerful looking at stuff. And now, it just makes way more than 1 hour. If 4 is more than really more than 1 hour and 20 minutes. And if just short, I'm just thinking about the thing we don't want to think. And we just see in new types of conditions. Just don't really want to look where it's cold become unsize. The highly light in this is not causing any damage of the first time. You know, this damage 370 usually making stuff. If you talk to each other, it will be so amazing. Of course, this lost just one, but the Malaysia Airlines is taking a lot just to find the enemies and the victims. Who is the enemy? Can be Bermuda Triangle. Of course, there are no scientists and no one can find out more about these because it's really hard. No one can say sail the ships or go into these airplane types for a lot of time. Just the answer is just a zero. And you know, just for no scientific class or scientific taking proof that can prove this there are some types of Bermuda singing or just the enemy or the aliens or the UFO seems and what's between the mysterious and the taking adventurous things or just advanced things before when you lie down on this and looking at this stuff. If it takes place in the first floor, of course, this can make change of what people are seeing in the new ways of types. If going out the business, you can be a harmfulness, going for water, and changing this thing a lot. And turn of this is not a really specially way, just to make it become more than really 18 minutes. And from this day to the real new Bermuda Triangle. That still makes sense if you taking this sneaking up and really make it disappear when just no one wants to make it. The damage is really different and you have to take it straight. Yes, when you E to taking the Q when it's taking to the land. Yes, from these things. This damage of Katarina bees hide it so much and you can be so fast, highly light, being transferred when you just only want to look at the height light of what people is living in. So please don't be so put blood pressure of this and just find out more about where people want to living in the place of Bermuda Triangle. That's every mysterious happen like the Dragon Triangle in China. Really, Nika?